Good evening, ex-ISI. My name is Tive Ekpere, 1984 set. We are here live in Baltimore at the Inner Harbor. We all set, our guests have arrived, and we're good to go. Congratulations to ISI. ISI at 60 is a big deal. And like you know, we've had events in Lagos, in Ibadan, and there will be one in London, and then of course this one in North America. And so we are super excited. We are happy to be part of this milestone event. And may ISI continue to progress, may ISI continue to live long, and may the alumni as a whole continue to prosper. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kayode Malomo. I'll be your MC for tonight. We're super excited for ISI to be celebrating 60 wonderful years tonight. I'm ISI class of 1995, and I also had the honor to serve as house captain of Osho House. This is super exciting because ISI instilled in us the strong virtues of integrity and service, creativity and excellence. For that, we are super grateful to see it celebrating 60 wonderful years. It's come up with, trained people, amazing people, captains of industries, world-class leaders, and I know we're going to have a great night tonight. Thank you. My name is Kayode Malomo, ISI class of 1995, and yes, so that probably makes me one of the babies in here tonight, and that's okay. Thank you. And also, humbly, the house captain of Osho House when I was there. Of Osho. I know. And of course, quickly, shout out to the ISI class of 95. I see they're taking over there. Thank you for coming, everybody. As we move forward, I know that listening to my accent right now, you probably figured out by now that I was not born in Baltimore City. And that's okay. I'm Ibadan, born and bred, UCH, with a little spice of Pennsylvania in there. Yeah, Atija, Pennsylvania. Yes, thank you. We have to talk. You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Big shout out to our DJ for tonight. Let's put our hands together for him. DJ EMZ. DJ EMZ is one of the best DJs in the country, and he's going to take us back to memory lane, all the way to those nostalgic moments we all experienced in ISI. So get your dancing shoes ready. It's going to be an amazing night today. In addition to that, we are also going to have some trivias. There are going to be special prizes for a lot of people to win tonight. So that's going to be super exciting for us. In addition to that, I want to quickly do a shout out to the different houses that are here tonight. Is Benway House in the house? Make some noise. There's Benway. No, that's Niger. These guys are a force to reckon with. If there's Gongola in the house, make some noise. And if there's Ogu in the house, make some noise. And of course, the dearest Oshun in the house, make some noise. Awesome. Okay. So I have a feel of the folks in the house. We'll probably try to have a little mini house up here tonight. We'll figure that out. I want to say a big thank you to all the organizers who have put this together. And without wasting any time, without further ado, we'd like to have the opening prayer, which will be performed by Pastor Ayodele Fakulujo. It's ISI, yes, ISI Alumni Class of 1982. He's a civil engineer, civil and computer engineer extraordinaire. And please, shall we rise as we have him, Pastor Ayodele Fakulujo. A round of applause for him, please.
Praise the Lord. Shall we pray? Father, we want to thank you. Thank you, our Lord and our God, for today, because this is a day that you have made, and we're here to rejoice and be glad in it. Father, receive our thanks in Jesus' name. We thank you for 60 years of greatness. Thank you for the beginning of ISI. Thank you for how far you have brought us. Thank you for where we are today as a school. Jehovah, be thou exalted in Jesus' name. Thank you for this gathering. Thank you for the various sets that are represented here. Thank you, my Lord and my God, for the friendships, for the relationships that have been formed in the past. As we have gathered today, Father, we ask, Lord, that you come and you cause us to rejoice in you in the name of Jesus. So we commit our gathering together today into your hands. Father, have your way. We also bless the food and ask that you sanctify it in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
Round of applause for Pastor Ayo. Thank you so much for that. We are super excited. I myself, I just cannot believe that I left ISI 28 years ago. 28. That could only mean, when I look back to the time I left ISI, and then add that to my age, it could only mean that I might be getting my own AARP card in the mail very soon. Well, that's okay. People are aging with grace and with style. And at this point, I definitely would like us to have a few welcoming remarks from some of the amazing organizers. Our dear Similele Magray and Emozoke Obadia. Please, can we put our hands together for them? Thank you so much. You've done an amazing job so far helping to put this together. We appreciate it.
Good evening, everyone. I am going to put on my prefect hat here right now and ask you all to please settle down so you can hear me. And I appreciate everything that Zoe and I want to say to you tonight. So I am going to wait for you to settle down. I am asking you to please settle down so that we can listen and get this program started. We all want to party. Let's get this program started right now. Right? Well, my name is Similele Magray, formerly Daily Fashion, D-Fash, and I cannot tell you, you probably can hear from my voice, the level of excitement that is in me right now. It's amazing. I haven't been in one of these ever, and I left ISI in 1982. So that's a long time. And also, North America, we do have a faction. We have Alumni North America group. However, the last time we had a gathering like this was in 2002. not acceptable. Yes, we had a little bump during COVID, of course we couldn't do anything, and we had a wonderful get-together virtually, but it never beats being able to sit down together, touch each other, hug each other, kiss each other on both cheeks, and say hi and catch up from old times and old days, and, you know, do all the usual Ogun House versus Niger House versus Ogun House and versus Benue House. We know who gets ahead. Ogun House. So what I'm here to say really tonight is we need to continue with this momentum. We've said this is amazing. We have almost 150 people here tonight. And I know if we had more time to actually do this and plan it well ahead of time, we could possibly have 250 in here tonight. But this is fabulous. It's a start again. But I really urge us to continue on this. Therefore, I'm asking, especially the younger ones, get on this alumni, North America alumni, get on this committee or group that we have. Let's share, let's know, and let's continue with this. Every year, why not? But if not, at least maybe every other year, but we have to keep doing this. All right? Thank you. I'm going to let Zogi say something because I know she has stuff to say too.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome. And I won't take too much of your time. I put a few notes down, but I can't read my own writing. So when I got a call from my my name is Emozende Gobadi, I'm class of 1982 as well. I come from a family where seven siblings and 6 of us attended ISI. So I'm representing my 6 siblings that went to ISI as well. When I got the call from our lady faculty that they were looking for somebody to help organize this event, I got the call in July. Nothing had been done. We didn't have a location. It was just this wild idea, and I immediately said, why are you doing this to me? No. He said, again now, come on. And because it's ISI, because it's Ayodele faculty, my classmate, I decided, okay, let's try. So I called Divash, he also called Crash. We got Abiola Sojourn involved, and of course, Tive Ekpere, national president. What am I saying? I'm so grateful to you all for answering our call so quickly. Events like this usually take a year at least to plan, and you would not even get this kind of turnout necessarily, so we're very excited. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. What does that show? The dedication and the value that you all place on ISI. Anything ISI, I'm so excited, and I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one. So when we talked about this, what should this event look like? We didn't just want to come, party, and go home. We decided that it's 60 years and it would be fun, exciting, and memorable to try and feature alumni across the 6 decades. And that's why you see we have featured alumni. Tried again to get from across the 6 decades. And I believe we did that. It wasn't difficult to find the folks that are going to speak to you tonight. The first 6 calls that we made, every one of them said yes. Within a few days, that was the easiest part of this, was getting those 6 individuals who immediately said yes. Some of them you wouldn't expect would be so easily accessible. And obviously, they're not easily accessible to every and anybody. It's because it's ISI. So stay tuned. This is going to be exciting. And I beg you, this is your event, not mine. the organizers are only here to bring you in this room. It's up to every one of you. It's your responsibility, guys, to make this, let's make this a night to remember. Get ready? Come on, tonight and then.
Another round of applause for them, please. Wow, 6 siblings that went to ISI. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
A lot of investment. But as you can see, from her impeccable English and everything, they're already getting returns on those investments. Awesome. It's so interesting. When I got called to join the organizing committee on the Zoom call, it was an evening, and I was like, okay, Zoom call. And then I got on the call, I saw some of the most distinguished human beings I had met in my life. And I was like, oh, hello, good evening, Kayode, class of 1972, class of 1974, 79, 82, 84. And then I looked at my age, and I knew that was not a Zoom call, that was an elders meeting. Thank you for having me at that elders meeting. And I also thank them that did not tell me to raise up my hand or stoop down. It's okay. So at this point, at this juncture, we'd like to have an ISI overview, and that's going to be handled by our dear Kone Ogumola Mosky Senior, ISI Alumni, class of 1984, and he will give us that overview in 2 minutes. Please put your hands together for him.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. My name is Kone Ogumola, born and bred in Ibadan. I went to staff school, went to ISI, went to UI, so I grew up on campus. Even before I got into ISI, I was already having friends, my older sister's friends, and going to ISI, walking on bus, and everything. So it's a pleasure to be here. So I'm going to briefly speak on the ISI. The International School of Ibadan is a co-educational institution established by the University of Ibadan on October 14, 1963. It was the first of its kind in Nigeria and was founded to provide an environment where children from within and outside Nigeria could live and learn together, thereby fostering racial integration, international friendship, and unity. The idea to establish the school originated from the late Professor Andy Taylor, the first director of the Institute of Education, the University of Ibadan. The school was subsequently founded by German-British educator Kurt Hahn, with funding received from the USA, Ford Foundation, Rockefeller Foundation, and a donation of land by the Nigerian Western Region government. The student enrollment figure at inception was 160 boys and girls from 14 nations in 1963. 953 students from 31 nations were enrolled, while in 2008, 1,250 students from 5 nations were enrolled. As a microcosm of the international community, it fosters among its staff and students a spirit of tolerance, cooperation, and broad outlook. ISI has produced distinguished and notable men and women too numerous to mention, who occupy valuable positions in the various callings all over the world. Today, the school continues to distinguish itself through the students' excellent performance in local and international examinations and other major Nigerian competitions, like the Cowbell National Secondary School Competition, Mathematics and Science Olympiads, and the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library National Arts Competition, among others. Students have also recorded outstanding performance in international competitions such as Mathematics Olympia, Cross-Learning Mathematics Contest, where one of the students emerged Africa's mathematics champion after defeating over 10,000 participants across Africa. ISI is governed by the Board of Governors under the able chairmanship of the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic of the University of Ibadan. ISI Alumni has over 2 representatives on the board. And that is a brief overview of ISI. I want to say that I'm really happy and excited and proud to see the faces, people that I grew up with, people that I haven't seen in years. It's really very exciting. We're going to have a blast and a very wonderful week. Enjoy yourself, everyone.
Thank you so much. Please, another round of applause for him. Okay. At this juncture, we're going to have the ISI school song. But before we do that, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of one of the longest serving principals of ISI's children, Mr. Rotimi Iluyomade, and his sister. Can we please acknowledge? Can you please rise up? Thank you so much. And your dear sister. We thank your family. We thank Canon Iluyomade for the amazing work he did, creating impact, transforming lives, both here, at ISI and all around the world. And it's just amazing to be able to see some of those wonderful fruits here tonight. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. So ladies and gentlemen, can we rise and to sing the school song? Yes, the school song is actually inside the program. Please join us. It's on page 3. Whether you went to ISI or not, it's okay. We really appreciate having you tonight. And we'll do it exactly the way Canon used to do it. 1, 2. It shall be a new generation in every land. All boys and girls shall stand for brotherhood of man and service to mankind and love for truth and peace. From ISI, with one acclaim we pledge our faith in this ISI. Wonderful. Thank you all so much, and thank you for not forgetting after all these years. At this juncture, we'll like to move ahead. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, we could not have one of our dear ones, David Oluwokere, ISI alumni of 1969. I was really looking forward to seeing him tonight. That's amazing. My dad actually had not even proposed to my mom in 1969. So to have seen him here tonight would have been something. But that's okay. I'll see him soon. And he was actually the professor and founding chair of the Department of Engineering, Texas South University College of Science and Engineering and Technology. So we're moving along. We're going to have we'll also have somebody who's special to us. We'll have Judge Wendy Bittleson. She's ISI alumni class of 1973 from the good, great state of Pennsylvania. She's a United States District Court and Chancellor of the University of Liverpool. Please can we warmly welcome her.
That great introduction. And I just want to say that it has been such a long time since I have been at ISI. And when I walked in the room today, it felt like home. They really did. And having brought so many warm feelings out, I now want to divide us. I am Niger. We used to say that we were the smart ones. So I don't know what the rest of you would think, but we still continue to believe that we were the smart ones.
That's right.
So what I was asked to do was to give some memories about my time at ISI and talk a little bit about what ISI has meant to me. Memories, there's so many, and I have to tell you that ISI is, what it taught me has formed the basis of who I am in life and what I do in life. With memories, let me tell you a few, and they're not necessarily very highfalutin. They're not necessarily anything that I would write about if I wasn't in this room. But if you remember, in the morning, you had to be in assembly on time. Yes. Yeah, critical. And I had to walk from home, and I lived on Ayo Place and Ayo Road, initially a Joker Place. It would take me a long time to walk to school, and I would be at the end of that long road, looking up at the admin building, and I knew that I was going to be late. I had my violin on my back, and there was a guy called Matthias Battistini, and he had a little tiny, he had a motorcycle, a Vespa, and I knew that if he was on his Vespa, I could hear. Oh, yes. I could hear, if he was on his Vespa, he might pick me up, particularly if I was going to be late. So I would just hope that Matthias would be there, and I would just hope that he would pick me up. And often in assembly, as you know, Mrs. Inanga would make us play our instruments. So it was one of those days when I had my violin on my back and I knew I was supposed to play in assembly. It was really, really lucky that Matthias came on board. So, although Mrs. Inanga was very nice and allowed me to play, I was not always a perfect student. At one point, and I cannot believe that I was punished for this, I left my bike in a situation where it could be stolen. And it was stolen. So I thought that I was the victim, but Jennifer Ty Williams, who was the head boy at the time, decided that I should be punished. And what I did was, you know, when you went past the headmaster's office, there was this big ditch, and when it rained, all the water would go in the ditch, and all the dead snakes and the dead frogs and the leaves would be in that ditch. Dele made me clean that ditch. So, and by the way, Dele is now the head of the British National Education Trust, and I have seen him in the last 5 years, and I have forgiven him. So the memories are always there. Jolomi Sage, Onyenkon Akikukube, me, Elizabeth Dudley, standing on the steps going down to assembly. I was madly in love with Peter Omotoshaw. And so the question was, should I write him a letter? And so I did write the letter, and then we had a discussion about whether I should deliver it, and we decided that I should not. So Peter Omotoshaw still to this day does not know how much I loved him. But then I remember things like the international soiree. I remember being so proud that I think at that point we had 26 nationalities, and every single nationality had a booth, and in each booth they had something from their culture. And we were so proud that we had people from all over the world, and that we could partake in what they could teach us, and they would learn from us. And I think that is a spirit that has always bound together the ISI people. So when I think about, those are the memories, and I could keep going on, but I won't because I only have 5 minutes. But what I will say is that the motto of the school, and just so we are clear, what is the motto of the school? Integrity and service. And whenever you meet someone from ISI, and you often do, and you talk about what they are doing in life, they first of all talk about the need to have personal integrity, and in the way they interact with the world, and the way they interact with their friends and their family. And then they also talk about their careers and how their careers, in fact just today I talked to a number of people, and they talk about service. And that concept of integrity and service is so ingrained in who we are. I don't know how ISI did it, but they did it. Every single person in ISI believes in integrity and service, even when the rest of the world thinks we're kind of stupid to believe in that. We still do, and that's how we live our life. So thank you very much for inviting me.
So Wendy, thank you so much for that. It's great to have you, and look forward to seeing you in Pennsylvania. Awesome. Dinner will be served soon, but I wanted to find out just some of the memories, interestingly. How many people remember the area that used to be called the Lovers Lane? The Lovers Lane, you remember? That was from the boys' dormitory to the gate and past that. And that was where we always used to go and practicalize everything we learned in literature in English. That obviously yielded some good results. And it's interesting that I just want to acknowledge if we have couples, ISI couples, if they went to ISI together and they are married, please can you rise? We definitely love to. Oh wow! Wow! Amazing! Amazing! So please, as you are, if you've been married 10 years and below, please sit down. 10 years and below. 20 years and down. I'm just trying to. 30 years. Please. Okay. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. How many years have you been married, sir? Wow. 35 years of an ISI as a union. Please let's give them a hand. Yes. And by the way, he's also Dr. Kayode Williams. So I have to pay royalty for that name. That's okay. Oh yes. And it's interesting. I have a couple over there without putting them on the spot. From my class of 1995, Juba and Yemisi, they're married. A round of applause. And so, when Juba was implementing all he learned in literature and English on that Lovers Lane and developed his cold feet, I told him, Juba, if you don't close this deal, we're going to have a surprise wedding for you. But, he ultimately moved forward, and I'm so glad that they're married today, and their son is actually my godson. So, part of the reward of going to ISI. And then there's also another story of somebody they called Idi Amin. His nickname was Idi Amin. Yes, I don't want to mention names. And the rumor was that he actually he had a school daughter that he fell in love with ultimately, and then they got married. They're still married. So it's amazing that good goddaughters have a way of becoming good wives as well. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, dinner is going to be served shortly, and we're so happy once again to have you. Please, we'll be taking instructions from Professor Ashogil as we go for dinner.
Regular.
That's okay. That's okay. So yes, you'll be directing the different tables. Yes. So table 1, please. 63 by please, can you put your hands together for her? She got it. So, yes, it's 1963.
Who did that?
ISI was founded officially in 1963 by Kurt Ann. Another round of applause, please. Okay, so the next one is, what is the specific date that ISI was founded? 14? No. You are close. You are close. 13. Can you please give him a hand? I think you are part of the organizing committee. So the origin didn't flow to your end. Okay. All right. We'll let it go. Thank you. Third one. Okay. Yes. So he has one prize.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other one is for her. Yeah. Okay. You give her. Okay. And then. Our second winner for the night, a round of applause for him. Okay, this one is interesting. What was the name of the first principal of ISI? The first principal of ISI. Please, no Google.
The one before Gillespie. The one before Gillespie. The one before Gillespie.
Okay.
In the back there.
All right, no problem. So the question is, what was the name of the first principal of ISI? Please, can you give him a hand? A round of applause to Chief Banji. We'll take another one. Name the two largest contributors to the founding and building of ISI. Ford Foundation. USA and I don't see Rockefeller on the list. So that's half. That's half.
You need to skip the essence.
Yes. I think we're going to move towards the back. The people in front already have some type of origin or something. So what is the name? Yeah, the name of the largest contributors to the founding and building of ISI. Ford Foundation, okay, and the second one. Not on that list. It might be there, but on this our own official list.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
No. Okay. Try. Anybody else? Okay. All right. Maybe people here can help me. Name the two largest contributors to the founding and building of ISI organizations. Anybody? Ford Foundation. Yes. Please, can you give him a hand? A round of applause. We have a winner over there. It's USAID, Ford Foundation, and the land was donated by the Nigerian Western government. I'm glad the government of Nigeria got that right as well. Congratulations. we have another trivia. Name 3 former principals of ISI. 3 former principals of ISI. Anybody? Yes. Wow. A round of applause for him. Yes, we have another winner here. We have Canon Iliomade, Mrs. Smith, and Mr. Fajembola. So we'll actually use that opportunity to acknowledge some of the other principals of ISI who've done an amazing job over the years. There's Jonathan Gillespie, architect J. Iliomade, Reverend Dako Ajayi, Dako Fajembola, Esther Smith, Mr. Akitilebo, Dr. M.B. Malik, P.O. or Mrs. Olowe, Akitunde Yinka, who is now the current principal of the school. Another round of applause for all those past principals for the amazing job they've done in our lives. At ISI, and one of them was, always happened to you on your birthday. Okay? Yes. A round of applause for her. On your birthday, you got dumped in the fish pond. Yes, that was an interesting tradition. So we have another winner over here. Soccer. Okay. A round of applause for him. Dome soccer was done by using the tennis ball to play soccer on the volleyball court. Volleyball and tennis and handball court. Please, let's put our hands together for him. Good job. Okay. So we've heard a little part of this, but there's going to be an addition. How many houses, sports houses were there at ISI? You named them, and what were the themes of each house and the color?
Which year? Which year?
Okay, so name and color.
Yes, what year? Niger, yellow, Ogun, red, Gongola, green, Osun, black, and Benue, blue.
Wonderful. Please, let's give him a hand.
Also, what were cockroaches and bedbugs?
By popular demand, we have another question. Who were the cockroaches and bedbugs?
They are right.
I'm not sure I was even born then, but that's okay. Maybe you can help us. Oh wow. So Form 1 were the bedbugs, Form 2 were the roaches. A round of applause, sir. Thank you for juggling our memories. Wow. Mr. TV Ekpere, class of 1984, and the national president of the ISI Alumni, to come and say a few words. Can we please put our hands together for him?
Everybody come to TV.
No worries, I was just trying to reduce your age. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. ISI is 60. Can we have another round of applause for So, of course, we started these celebrations 2 days ago with a soccer match in the school. Scores were 3-3, school versus Alumni. And then we had dinner and dance in Ibadan, and then dinner and dance in Lagos, and then this one, and then we'll be having another one in London on November 4th. I don't want to bore you tonight because there's still quite a few things we want to get to. But I have 2 assignments tonight. One is to bring you up to date on the science center that the alumni is building for the school. And then 2, I'll also put into context the Alumni Association itself. So please bear with me as I speak first to the Science Center. In the brochure, in the booklet that you have, we have all the information that you need concerning the Science Center. We've been on this trip for a little while now, and we were fortunate enough to have a few sets step up to support the drive towards building that Science Center. And we've been able to complete the first phase. There are 6 phases, and we now are calling on your support to help us finish this project within the next 12 months, to be precise. Most of us here who did one science course or the other remember the labs that we studied. They were pretty small back then. I'm sure if you go back there now, you'll be shocked at the state of the science labs. Aside from that, we now have a school that has 1,600 students. So obviously, it can't handle it. They just manage it. So they reached out to us and we decided that, you know what, we can do this, we can put this structure on the ground. And so this new project will house all these science subjects, essentially. So, like I said, I'm not going to go into details. We will send you more information as we progress. But I'd like to call on Dr. Dayo Olori-Pickles to just come and say 1 or 2 things concerning this before I move on to my next piece of assignment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. I'm going to start by talking about the Widener Library. Does anybody know what and where the Widener Library is?
Yes, sir.
It's the main library of the Harvard Yard. Donated by the mother of a son who died on the Titanic. The main library on the campus of the most prestigious university, absent Princeton, on the surface of God's big earth, was donated by a grieving mother in honor of her son, the Widener Library. ISI is 60. ISI needs a science lab, a simple science lab. We have been pulling, we have been talking, we have been begging over 4.5 years, and we are the first of 6 phases. Canon Leomade will say low aim is crime. We are not doing that. I'm not trying to guilt anybody. I am as guilty as the next person. The class of 82 was trying to raise $22 million. We got tired at 10, and we donated it to chairs, 160 chairs, and we have not been able to get our act together for our next phase, not for lack of trying, but life gets in the way of living. Mrs. Widener did not let her grief get in the way of enrolling her son. I am going to call on 2 of my classmates to match my, from now on, anonymous new donation of ₦500,000 towards the science library. Irolu, let's do this. We need to do a little bit more. We need to give to the level of discomfort. That's what it boils down to. We need to give to the level of mild discomfort. There's a lot of commitments, a lot of things we need to do. There's a lot of opportunity in the science building for people to donate 100 million and get things named after them and donate 50 million. But that will not get us where we need to be. We need the silent soldiers to put together 10,000 naira, 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira. We're talking $100, $50, $500 if you want to go with the whole $500,000 thing. And we can honestly get this done and then move on to the next thing. Because the science progress, the science building is not going to solve ISI's problem. ISI's problem is the fact that most of us here will not send our children there. That is a sentinel sign of failure. When you are not able to parlay your legacy to the advantage of your children because you think your children can and will do better elsewhere, you are not reaching to your past to do enough. So we'll start simple. I will be here till the end of the day. There's a lot of people. I will give my name and number if anybody wants to join in this effort to rally their classmates, to put together a little bit of extra effort, to donate to the point of discomfort. A little bit extra once a month, every month, $50 a month for 10 months will make $500,000, $25, $10. Not everybody has the effort kind of money, but there are people who put money down to help to raise this event. One of my classmates called about this, and I said, I will not give money for a bunch of middle-aged people to come and self-congratulate themselves. I said, but mark me down for the science project. Mark me down for something that counts for people who are not going together to eat jollof rice in Baltimore. So please, I am asking you to just look within yourselves, look at what ISI has done and its transformative impact on our respective lives, and let's do just a little bit more. Let's give to the point of discomfort. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're trying to raise 500 million and it is doable. Naira. Okay, we'll provide account details to you. So before, I believe Judge Wendy is still here, I just wanted to make a quick remark concerning this house matter. This house matter, you know, so is anyone from the bakery house here? I mean, I'm not going to go into details, but I just wanted to say that to Judge Wendy, I know that you play Niger House, but I also know that you're Chancellor of the University of Liverpool. And Liverpool FC is my team, so we have something in common. You never walk alone. All right, so I can't continue without acknowledging some fantastic individuals who have worked tirelessly to make tonight happen, and I'd like to call them out to come up and, or at least let us recognize you, and please help me thank them. Help me, you know, they put in a lot for tonight. We have Emozoke Kovadia. Very passionate, please stand up, please rise up. Very deep passionate group. We have Ken George, known as Crash. We have Kule Ogumala Muski. Where are you? And we have Abiola Asojo. Thank you so much for your commitment and dedication. I also want to use this opportunity to thank the different teams in the different cities, Lagos, Ibadan, and Sutukan, the UK, because we did everything together. We kind of synced the planning, and that's why we were able to make the kind of impact that we made this moment. There was no way we were going to allow a 60th anniversary of our alma mater pass without us being part of it. So I also want to thank you for purchasing your tickets and finding your way out here within a short period of time. Permit me at this point, because I need to put everything into context, because I could just go on and on and on, and so I just want to read what I put together so that you have an idea of what we've been doing as an alumni association. We've been at this for 10 years. The national body, of course, you know, is registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria, has a board of trustees, and has excos. So there are people that I work with on a regular, day-to-day administration, planning, and making sure that this association has lived up to this point. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees, the Executive Committee, and the entire members of the International School Ibadan Alumni Association, I wish to congratulate ISI on the 60th anniversary. A little over 60 years ago, a group of educators came up with the idea of setting up an international school to provide a world-class education to Nigerians and the expatriate community here in Ibadan. That right-thinking decision, you will agree with me, has touched so many lives over the last 60 years, and is responsible for the heritage which we all share today. So as we reminisce on the quality of education and the fun times we had, let us seek to build a vibrant alumni body that will continuously project the traditions we hold dear. We can achieve this by reflecting and acting on some of the aims and objectives of the association, which was incorporated 10 years ago. I'm not going to read all of them, but a few of them are like this. To develop a global ISI Alumni Association with chapters in different parts of the world. To promote a warm and friendly atmosphere, socially and intellectually, for the exchange of ideas and development of strategies for the continued growth, vitality, and vibrancy of a strong and enduring association. To strengthen the bond between the association and the school, to conduct activities to raise funds for and support the improvement of the school, and also support the students as well. To promote networking and fellowship through regular events like this one, and forums held by various alumni chapters and active groups, as well as information exchange on current events of interest to the school and the Alumni Association. This was one of the reasons that the Congress was established, to house the representatives of each graduating set, a forum through which ideas could be shared and certain decisions pertaining to the Alumni Association are made. So if your set is active and you don't have representation in Congress, please reach out to me or reach out to any of the excos, nominate 2 people from your set, and they'll be part of that larger body. For example, in putting this event together, a lot of the information that was sent out Our first point of contact was the Congress. We have 24 sets represented. So they get the first feel of what we're doing out there, and then they disseminate to the different sets. So I will encourage you to be part of Congress if you're not there at the moment. So it's encouraging to see the resurgence of the alumni in Ibadan, in Lagos, in the UK, and here in the US, as seen through the recent events that were held over the last couple of days. So we must sustain it, like EJ said. We must keep it going. We must come together and apply what we know best to make sure that we have one of the best alumni associations in the world. Brothers and sisters, ISI has done well as a school compared to a lot of schools in Nigeria. It could do better. The alumni is doing even better in different parts of the world, as you can see yourselves. Our former principal, I'm glad that his family is here today. Our former principal, late Ajikin Canon Iliomade, described who we are when himself and his wife were our special guests. Let me even say this, that our first reunion here in the US was in May 2001. We had the second one, 2002. And everything just went down after that. So we're now coming back again. But for our first one in 2001, Canon came all the way from Nigeria, and he gave us a speech. And this is how I would like to close. He described us that an ex-ISI student regards himself or herself as a product of a unique school referred to in school's philosophy as this type of school. But he's not a snob. He, she, or she is self-disciplined. He or she has a high sense of responsibility that enables him or her hold his or her own when merit and good character are the sine qua non. He, she is reliable. He or she has integrity. He is a world citizen who respects the culture, the religion and traditions of other countries and races. He or she works hard and aims high, knowing very well, as I often said in morning assembly, low aim is crime. A crime against one's potential. She is a humanist, having learned to be won through consideration for others in services done at school, to raise funds, and for charity runs. He, she has the creative intelligence to meet the challenges of the unknown. He or her school motto sums his attitude to life, integrity, and service. His or her school song reflects optimism in the improvement of human relations. I could not agree with him anymore. So as we reunite this evening, relive our past experiences and reignite our passion for our alma mater tonight, let us remember those attributes and continue to lead by example. I thank all of you for your presence, for enabling this event happen, and for making this moment memorable. Have a fun-filled evening.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ekpere, for the excellent job you have done over the years steering this ship. Can we please give him another hand? He's done an incredible job keeping the entire Alumni network across the world together, and we appreciate everything, and thank you once again. It's interesting. I also want us to quickly just acknowledge our teachers, the teachers we had at ISI. Can we please give them a hand? The teachers we had at ISI. They did a fantastic job. Amazing job. And for me, it was so interesting because the first 0/20 that I ever got was in English language. And that was from Mrs. Okoye. And there's a way that you first of all fill a subject and they tell you to go. But the other step of it is if they say you get 0/20 or you get 0 and they say see me after. So it means that teacher has serious concerns. And so she called me, with the 0/20 she called me and there was a see me there. When she saw me, she had this very worried look on her face. How did this happen? Well, by the time I talked for a couple of seconds, she figured out that my Yoruba was better than my English. So she let me go. And but it's interesting, I'm so glad that, looking back today at the work that she did then, we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. I round of applause for her. The interesting thing about that experience is that she also gave me a set of corrections for 0/20 and I failed it again. So, anyway, we're all better for it today. Thank you to all our teachers. There's also Mr. Ajayi that taught us impeccable phonetics English. He'll go B and that boy who will give us boy. The SS1 syllabus, the SS2 syllabus, the SS3 syllabus. We can finish it in just one session and you'll be ready to face any external examination. The first one we did was 0. But after that we improved upon it. And there's also Mr. Abu who taught us further maths. 2 times 2 times 2 in one variable. Malamo, you're not listening. You're not listening. You don't know foreign maths. And then there was also Miss DiMello. Oh, God bless her soul. Amazing teacher. Miss DiMello was wonderful. And, I remember her teaching us biology. And it was also always so interesting. And, with the bones, the connection of the bones, the scapula and the clavicle. And she had this cool ways of telling us how to, and I still remember up to today, that the scapula was scapula, and the clavicle was clavicle. The first class, I initially thought it was a Chinese place. But anyway, they did such an amazing job. And then there's Mr. Balogun, strict Mr. Balogun. Say, if you fail this math examination, I will batter you. I will really batter you. And he did batter us a couple of times. And then there's Mr. Silva, excellent further maths teacher. Can we remember Mr. Silva? He say, Madam, solve that dy dx. Dy dx? You don't know dy dx? You're looking at me like this? By now, if you did this, they would have given you 2 slots at Bodija Market. See me after the class. Ladies and gentlemen, moving along with the program, thank you. We'll have a featured alumni remarks by Professor Abimbola Ashojo and Dr. Kayode Williams. Please put your hands together for them as they join us here.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I am so privileged and delighted to be here with you tonight, with so many highly esteemed fellow ISI alumni. ISI had significant impacts on us all, specifically for my family, the Ashojos. Every single year, from 1979, beginning with my older brother, to 2001, there was an Ashojo enrolled in ISI, every single year. Wow. Six of us attended ISI. I don't know if there's anyone else that can beat that record here, but there might be, because there are many families that went to ISI. ISI gave us a very solid education and foundation. For me personally, I remember as a little girl sitting in the assembly 40 years ago. Mrs. Fola Olumide, FNIA, which is Fellow Nigerian Institute of Architects, and Mrs. Shobande, whose daughter is here today, also Fellow Nigerian Institute of Architects. So there were two leading female architects in Nigeria, and they came to speak at our assembly. And when I saw them, I decided I would study architecture. And I feel like if I hadn't seen a reflection of myself in the field, I would never have been able to be an architect today. And I also vividly remember three teachers. Mrs. Lokakinwale, she was the art teacher. Remember Mrs. Lokakinwale? Every single art class I took with Mrs. Lokakinwale, every drawing, I got 100% on it. I do not know how she felt it was creative, but I felt she was inspiring me. You know, every single art project. So that really defined my interest in architecture as well. And likewise, Mr. Akinyede, I don't know if people remember Mr. Akinyede, the technical drawing teacher. Technical drawing was also one of my favorite subjects. So you can understand why I decided to go in the line of architecture. And then also, Mrs. Ejike was our Form 3 math teacher. Okay, some people remember her in the room. She would assign us every single chapter of the math textbook as the homework. We lived in Ibadan then, you know, I don't know if people are familiar with UI. We grew up in UI. When I get home, I'll just, you know, go into the house. I wouldn't even take off my uniform, start solving all the math problems in the chapter. And I wouldn't do anything until I finished with it. I realized in the end that, you know, she developed in me that ethics that I think every single math class I took after that, it was like a breeze for me. So Mrs. Ejike was one of those teachers. All this really defined my work ethics. You know, ISI taught us key fundamentals, some of which have been mentioned tonight. Another three I want to remind you of is determination, dedication, and discipline. I think that was also Canon Iluyomade, because they always remind us the 3 Ds, determination, dedication, and discipline. And also low aim is scribe, that has been mentioned today. This all remained with me, and has remained with me even up till now. And I still pass it on to my students here. You know, I've been teaching in higher ed here in America since '97. I always tell them to hang in there and be determined, be dedicated and disciplined, and also, you know, low aim is scribe. Yeah. And in terms of service, ISI instilled in us a lot of service. One of the ones that I've been engaged in is running educational programs for K-12 kids, because here in America, there are not a lot of underrepresented youth that look like you and I, who are in the design-related or architecture fields. So I do a lot of experiential learning programs here in the US and also in Nigeria. And it's just to give back and to encourage kids to come to my area of study as well. The values ISI inspired in me too, I've sort of handed it over to my 20-year-old son. As part of his service project when he was a high school student in 2018, we went back to Nigeria together, and he raised some funds to donate chessboards and books and clocks. And ISI was one of the schools he donated those to in Ibadan and in Lagos. Thank you. I'm so thrilled to be here today, but I just want to acknowledge the other Ashojos that are in the room. Toyi, my sister, and Abiola, who's on the planning committee, and Yomi, and then my baby brother is somewhere in the room, Tosin. Yes, thank you so much. It's only my older brother we're listening to me, but shout out to him. And Muski, yeah, I think, yeah, Fola was here yesterday. I don't know if he's here today, but we're a big group. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Dr. Kyle, thank you. Good evening, everyone.
thank you for your kind introduction. As a true academic, I have everything I'm going to say written down because I've never been at a high school reunion, so forgive me if I'm reading from my script. I'd like to thank the organizers and the president of the ISI Alumni Association for the amazing effort they've gone into bringing us all together. As you heard Dr. Govadia say earlier on, this was planned between July and now, and it's a phenomenal effort. So we'd really like to thank Dr. Mosi Govadia, Kumi Ogumola, Ken George, Sindele Mabre, Abiola Sojo, and Mr. Tiva Ekpere. I'd also like to crave your indulgence and ask that we observe a moment of silence to remember all our principals and teachers who've passed away. And for the sake of time, I will mention only two representative people for that group by name. Our longest serving and first Nigerian principal, Archdeacon Cameron J.A. Yomade, and a great teacher who later served as principal, Mr. Dapo Fajambola. May their souls rest in peace. I'd also like to acknowledge, I know you said you wanted to get alumni from every decade. I'd like to acknowledge my seniors who are here. Ms. Diane Fabi, who was Diane Fabi at the time, Bayo Ewole, and Canon Biomade, so Rotimi Biomade. I'm not sure if there are any members of the alumni that are earlier alumni than them in the audience. And if you are, I apologize. Please identify yourselves. Anyone who's there before those that I mentioned. I thought not. When Dr. Emosike Govadia asked me to say a few words, I was deeply honored to be included in the group of such accomplished alumni. And I must admit, I've never spoken at a high school reunion, so I struggled a little bit about what I was going to say and how I would encapsulate my 7 years in ISI in a few minutes remarks. So if I go over by a few minutes, please forgive me. For those of you who are more experienced, just give me a pass. I thought I'd say a few words about what makes ISI unique and how those unique attributes molded me in my formative years and have helped me in my journey through life. And then a few words to those coming behind us as to how to learn from our experience in their journey, because everything we learn is transferable and does make a difference. So a brief background about my journey, as all my distinguished colleagues have said. I started in September of 1972 as a bedbug in Gongola House. I went on to be Mr. ISI Junior in 1975. And in my senior years, I served on the student council. I was selected to be house captain of Gongola House, and then chosen to be one of the inaugural house captains for Ocean House, which was established in my final year, and then ultimately was head boy in 1978 and 78 through 79. And as Kumi Ogumola gave us the overview, ISI was founded by Kurt Hahn in October 13, 1963. And as Cameron used to tell us in assembly, was fashioned after Goldston School in Scotland, which was built on the same ethos as ISI. And they were built around 7 principles. 1, to give children an opportunity for self-discovery, to allow children to treat triumph and defeat the same, to give children the opportunity for self-effacement in a common cause, which is in itself service, and then to free the children of the wealthy and powerful. ISI was an expensive school, so the Asojos, you were contributing to the foundation fund. To free the children of the wealthy and the powerful from the innovating sense of privilege that is teaching them humility. Integrity, and so I'll start with the motto of ISI, as all my colleagues have. Integrity may be defined, the motto of ISI, integrity and service. And integrity may be defined in its simplest form as a state where there's consistency in one's words, thoughts, and deeds, driven by strong principles. In ISI, we were encouraged to demonstrate integrity in everything we did, and all we do, for those who are still there now. The fact that from Form 1, the motto of ISI, integrity and service, was instilled in us as students, subconsciously encouraged us to think beyond ourselves,
So be it in our respective families, within our community, greater communities, as ISI students, we tended to look for ways to serve others. This gentle and consistent molding, as Wendy mentioned, also came in the form of those morning assembly lectures that helped fashion our moral compass. Through those skillfully woven stories and poems, the sort that my principal, Carolyn Yomani, would often tell us. And my favorite poem that he read to us in the morning was If by Roger Kipling. We had to have a project and a service. My project was metalwork, and we went to Ibadan Polytechnic every Tuesday for metalwork. And I chose visiting the motherless babies home as my service. And I was influenced by the fact that lots of girls went from motherless babies homes, and that was my opportunity to get closer to the girls every week. I also remember our service, a charity walk, every year. And it was after one of those walks that I summoned up the courage to ask my now wife, who was my school sister at the time, to be my girlfriend. She was horrified. For full disclosure, she said no first. And thankfully then reconsidered, so good we are now. So the unique qualities of our education that's helped me in my life has been one of an expansive worldview that we've all alluded to. At the time I was admitted into ISI in 1972, there were over 300 girls and boys in ISI from over 30 nations. My best friend at the time in Form 1 and Form 2 as a bedbug in Cambridge was a guy called Ben Buchanan, who was English. He came from the same primary school as I did. And I remember my first visit to the UK, I spent time with Ben Buchanan, and we bonded over common hobbies, stamp collection, humanity, stamp collection, and building model planes. But I found that in my journey through life across 3 continents, that these attributes, which are the bonds that we have formed with children, living in close quarters with children from across the world, has enabled me to assimilate with various cultures. And when I reflect on the words of our school song, in the light of the events around the world over the last 2 years, I believe that the experiment that is ISI, so aptly articulated in the words of our school song, is what's needed in the world today. And I'll briefly read them again. A new generation in every land of boys and girls shall stand for brotherhood of man through service to mankind and love for truth, peace. From ISI, with one acclaim, we pledge our faith in these. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if boys and girls grew up to understand the importance of our common mankind? The other thing I learned that is unique in the attributes of ISI was leadership training. I recall my time as a member of the Students' Council, which taught me at a relatively young age how to be part of, run, and lead meetings, how to build consensus, and how to develop the discipline of following through on agreed-on initiatives. My time as one of the captains of Gongola and Ocean House, and finally as head boy, taught me the importance of servant leadership, which I have maintained throughout my growth as a young adult and later in life and in my career. So how have the values that I gleaned and I learned and I took on when ISI helped me in my life and my career? I found that through medical school, residency, and in my career and life's journey, the values of integrity and service, servant leadership, and expansive worldview derived from my formative years has fueled my sense of duty to do well, as all of us have, to do the right thing, and to endure in relationships and service to others through a resilience and perseverance that these values engender. And when things get really difficult in life, I remember my favorite poem, the one that Cameron used to read to us at assembly in the morning, and which really exemplifies what we learned in ISI. And I'll quote parts of the 3 stanzas by Roger Kipling. If you could meet triumph and disaster and treat those 2 imposters just the same, or watch the things that you gave your life to broken and stoop to build them up again with worn-out tools. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and yet keep your virtue, or walk with kings and queens and yet not lose the common touch. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds of distance run, then yours is the earth and everything in it. I believe that integrity that we learned in ISI has taught us to talk with the crowds and yet keep our virtue, to walk with kings and queens and yet not lose the common touch. I believe that the virtue of service allows us to walk the walk and continue after our seniors have given up. I believe our time in ISI, and hopefully those that are now coming up behind us, groomed us and is building up a generation of people with integrity and resilience who have and will serve humanity with a deep sense of understanding and empathy. Thank you. Up ISI.
Another round of applause for Dr. Pio Williams. That was brilliant. And I'm so glad, I'm sure that what also contributed to the success was you moving from Gungula House to Washington. Absolutely. So ladies and gentlemen, moving along, we're going to be dancing very soon. Yes, yes, I know we've all been waiting. Very quickly, and then we'll come back briefly to have a final speech for the night. But we wanted to quickly acknowledge some of the students, the younger ones who are actually here from the 2000s beyond. There's Olumide Ajayi Oba. Are you here? Fokpe Onofowokon, 2000. Nefe Omofuma. Ope Aro Jolu, Liron Aderidigbe, 2001. Daniel Fadipe, 2001. Tosin Asojo, 01. Sheyi Abiola, 99. Aderinke Aderidigbe, 2002. Can we give them a hand? We just want to use that to demonstrate that, the young ones, they are part of the team. They see themselves as an integral part of this, and I definitely want to encourage us to reach out to them tonight, to everybody. When we get to the dance floor, please try and network. Speak to somebody that's not from your class. Not from your class. Let's network. Let's meet other people, and it will be a great night. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, so that said, I know once we get to the dance floor, nobody wants to come back. So with that, absolutely, we will have Dr. Ifepo Shobola who will give us his wonderful night. Please put your hands together. Not only is he, I also want to personally acknowledge him, because not only has he been a great ISI role model, but he's also been a mentor for me.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Yes. Niger House in the house. It is so good to see everyone here today. How many people came here saying, wow, I want to see what that other person looks like? How many? And we all came and said, boy, everybody looks beautiful. Everybody looks great. Everybody is healthy. Everybody is alive today. That's the most important. And so we give God the glory for all this. So, I really thank those who organized this meeting today, this 60th anniversary. 60 years is not a joke. We're talking about generations of people. 60 years that ISI was formed was not a joke. As a matter of fact, there are so many of us here today who left ISI and went to different parts of the world and walked into every single environment with confidence bordering on arrogance. Is this true or not? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? How could you just stand there and challenge the teacher and say that's not the way we balance the equation? Is it because it's what Smokey taught us? You remember Smokey? What about 5G?
Of course.
What about 5G? You know, my children, they look at me and they think that I'm weird. When I start describing, you know, the classification, you know, Idochitera, you know, the monotrims, right? Phylomonotremata, Marsupialia, Idochitera. You remember all this? How did that happen? You know, we took all these things for granted, didn't we? We said, oh, ISI, of course I'm from ISI. But guess what? It was the people who founded that school, who believed in us, who said we will become world changers, and so we are here today. We sang it every morning, didn't we? These things shall be a new generation. Not a new generator like you know, because you know, only you see this guy, something new or something else. So they say in every land, all boys and girls shall stand. All boys and girls shall stand. You know, for brotherhood of man and service to mankind. There are things that they did to us that made us believe that we could touch the stars. To believe that I could be an astronaut. To believe that we could fly the F-14 Tomcat. To believe that even though some of us started off with slide rule and log table, doing arithmetic, that we would reach a point where we have artificial intelligence. We've seen it all, from slide rule to artificial intelligence. But that artificial intelligence is coupled with emotional intelligence that you all have here today. We will not forget what was impregnated in us to change the world. And that is where we are today. And so, is it worth anything if we cannot look back and prepare that next generation? If we cannot influence the next generation, then we fail. There's only one place I would say I failed as a father. I'm an Arsenal fan, and my son is Chelsea. I don't know how that happened. You know, I'm an Arsenal, you know, all the way. But, so, what are we saying here? Because summarized it earlier today. You know, some things don't really change. Because has a way of getting to you to make you understand that you're forgetting something and you are better than this. You are better than this. Some of us actually benefited from the chemistry lab, we benefited from the library, we benefited from, you know, the beauty of the fish pond. We benefited from the days when we had our fences were hedges and not barbed wires. There was a time that you could walk across to the neighbor's house and there was no issue. How has Nigeria evolved? If you turn the lights off in your house and lock the doors and leave the cockroaches take over, we are that generation that are supposed to revive that country and also influence every endeavor on the planet because we were given that opportunity. We worked with confidence wherever we could. We're able to interact with people from all walks of life. We're able to influence people in all walks of life. Let it not be said that we've forgotten where we come from. Let it not be said. So we take on that challenge. We have a common friend. His name is Professor Kofi Boye. He's truly an African treasure. He's a professor of facial plastic surgery like myself at Johns Hopkins. And we together built a hospital in Ghana, specialist hospital that should be open up very soon. It's designed to change the narrative. And what is this narrative we're talking about changing? I'll give you a little story. I and Kofi, we did a medical mission to Rwanda. Every year we go to Rwanda. Every single year. And so there was this kid who had a juvenile nasopharyngeal, which is a tumor in the back of the nose that bleeds like that. If you touch it or just look at it somehow, it will bleed. If you say Donald Trump, oh my goodness. So they brought him up to Boston, to one of the top institutions, and they tried to remove the tumor, and he bled like heck. So they just packed the nose and sent him back to Rwanda to die. Okay, so we got there. And so they put him on our schedule, to meet this young man, 17 years old. And so we decided that, Kofi decided that we were going to do the surgery. And we're looking at Kofi and said, this guy has he lost his mind? This failed in one of the top institutions in Boston. And so we said, we're going to do it. We're going to do some really complex surgery. So when did we finally get, when did we finally get to the surgery? It was on a Thursday afternoon, last case. And we did the surgery, we completed it. 1 unit of blood only lost. And we completed it in 2 hours. Wow. So, what's the change in narrative? Dear, I don't want to mention the institution. We saw this patient, blah, 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 who you had attempted or you had treated at your institution. We are proud to let you know that we were able to successfully complete this surgery and complete this surgery. And so in the future, if you have any of your treatment failures, send them to Wakanda. That's the narrative. That's the narrative. Send them to Africa. Because we can do it. There was a time that the royal family of Saudi Arabia went to visit in Ibadan. There was a time. So shouldn't we really consider that it's a shame that we, the current generation, are scattered all over the world and forgetting where we come from? Because I'm with you. The science lab, let a microcosm called ISI, let that flourish. Yes. Let it stand, because the future of our country, of our world, is right there. Yes. Today, we are all going to commit to resign from NATO. Yeah? What's NATO? NATO is a term coined by my friend Kofi and I. NATO stands for no action, talk only. No action, talk only, so we take action. We look to the future, and that future is now. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being the special people that you are. Thank you for allowing us to dream. For your dreams to come true, you must have a dream. Dare to dream. Create dreams for our children, for the next generation. Thank you so much, and enjoy yourself.
Thank you so much once again, Dr. Ifepo Shofola. Can we please give him another hand? That and all the examples that we've had tonight are a testament to the mindset that ISI gives you. One of integrity and service, and also of creativity and excellence. It gave us, a unique, the confidence to be able to walk into any room and to be able to dare to do great things. So a big thank you to all the speakers tonight. We appreciate you. The cards are going around. We're passing cards around for people who want to give tonight, who want to give, make some commitments. Those that have been moved around, please, in any way you can, you'll be impacting lives, you'll be transforming lives, not just in Nigeria, not just at ISI, but globally. These are some of the examples we've seen tonight, and they continue to make amazing impact in our lives. Quickly, does people remember former the vice principal, Chaco? Is his son here tonight? Mr. Chaco, okay, so he's not here tonight. But it's an interesting incident that happened. Then Mr. Chaco sent two young ISI boys to his house to go and pick up one or two things for him. And then he said, when you get there, ask my wife to give you this XYZ item. So boys left and they went there. Osas and one other guy, I heard. I know some people probably know the story. So when they got there, they met a lady that looked a little old, quite old, and they were like, this cannot be Mr. Chaco's wife. This has to be Mr. Chaco's mother. So they said, can we please see Mr. Chaco's wife? It was like, no, Mr. Chaco said no. There was Osas. I don't know. Anyway. To cut a long story short, after a while, after asking a couple of times, he decided that they would leave, that couldn't be Mr. Chaco's wife. That was the person that would give them whatever item they needed. So they went back to Mr. Chaco and they said, Mr. Chaco said, where's the item that I told you to bring over? He's like, oh no, we got there, we did not see your wife, we saw your mother. I said, you saw my mother? I said, where? I said, we did not see your wife, we saw your mother. So Mr. Chaco turned on to and said, Osas, you called my wife my mother? You just earned yourself 6 strokes of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go and dance right now. Please, let's rise. Have a wonderful time. It's been a pleasure being with you tonight. My name is Kyle Malomo, once again, ex-ISI class of 2000 and 1995. It's been a wonderful pleasure to be with you tonight. 1995. I deliberately removed the coconut, yes. But before we leave, I definitely want us to complete, to do a few more. We still have a couple of items to be won. One of them is, and please do not look at Google. What street at the University of Ibadan was ISI located? Bathroom. Huh? Bathroom. Okay, it was Mr. Fem Banjoko. Please give him a hand. I heard of the amazing stunts he did on that road, so thank you. Another one, we also have, who was the longest serving principal at ISI and what were their service years? Okay, we all know it, a lot of people know it's canon, but we want to know the exact service years.
69 to 85.
69 to 85.
69 to 85. No. You are close? No? If you don't get it, I'll keep the prize for myself.
71.
No. 1 year behind.
69 to 87.
No. Lifetime. Absolutely. Well, it was there in lifetime, impacting lives. But it was actually 68 to 85. Yeah, so then we can do another one. What did Canon's initials JA stand for? Jonathan, what?
The children are not allowed to.
Wonderful. Please give them the hand. Oh! No. That is Orijo of the highest order. From his daughter. No. We can't take that one. We thank you for your service. But we are not taking that one. What was the name of the school nurse? Mrs. Esuro, please give her a hand. Okay, great. Who manned the snack talk store? No? Okay. Who said it first? I'll take the lady over there. Yeah. No, not that. You guys have some background information from reliable sources. Okay. We're moving forward. What is the name of this kiosk outside the school where the naughty kids used to hang out? So who used to sell Alabara buns? Okay, you already left. That's Mr. Tony. Tony used to sell Alabara buns. Okay. All right. There's one more. Just one more. How many kilometers was the cross-country race? 27. Please put your hands together for her. 27 kilometers.
I run it every year.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll give her. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the room for a long time till past midnight. It's time for us to dance, enjoy our dinner and dance. There's food, drinks, water on the side. Let's have a good night. Thank you so much.
Now, it will not end here. We would like to keep in touch with you, and I just want to let you know that beyond tonight, we will create a group because we will need to be in touch with you. So I just wanted to let you know ahead of time that you will hear from us. All right? But thank you so much for coming. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
ISI is called the FBI. We want to see your little steps tonight. Your famous dance steps. Come and share with us. Thank you. Let's have a good time.
Almost nightfall, and there's no forecast of rainfall. And I'm in the mood for a party, so I'ma go out to the club and give the dance floor light. So I jump in the car and I go to the venue. Walk in the door, now I'm on the menu. Guys in the house, they're watching me, they're clocking me. There's no stopping me. Desire, I know you want me. You're fine. Thank you, but I'm not the type of girl that you think I am. I don't jump into the arms of every man. But I'm paid. I don't need your money. You must be mad. Easy love was something that I ate. Besides, I don't know you from a can of paint. Tell me why is it when I walk past the guys I always hear your baby? I mean, like, what's the big idea? I'm a queen, not respect, treat me like a lady, and no, my name ain't Yo, and I ain't got your baby. I'm looking for a guy who's sincere, one with class and savoir-faire. I'm looking for someone who has to be perfect for the Queen Latifah, me. Some of them good ones and some of them bad ones. Some of the bad ones took a turn for the better, and some of the good ones ended up sad ones. It seems love ain't hard to get. I want a friend, not just a lover. Someone who's dedicated only to me, not to me and two or three others. One who will not lie to me, or think that he can get my love by buying me. I know I'll find him someday, and when I find him, he sure won't say desire. I know you want me. You're fine. Thank you, but I'm not the type of girl that you think I am. I don't jump into the arms of every man. But I'm paid. I don't need your money. I love you. You must be mad. Easy love was something that I ain't. Besides, I don't know you from a can of paint. Lounging, sitting in the house and I'm cooling. First day of the week, so there's nothing to do when I'm in the mood for a real soft kiss. Mama never said there'd be days like this, so I called her and we talked for a while. Hung up the phone feeling better with a smile. It's cool, cause 91 is my year, and this time I know I'm gonna hear Keeping you up all night. Must confess, it felt so good. I couldn't control myself. 'Cause girl, you turned me on. And I'm sure by now you can feel my need getting strong. 'Cause I got a problem. I still need solving. Baby, girl, I can't get loving you. No matter how much loving you give to me. Baby, I just can't get loving you. One time just ain't enough. Precious, I need a lifetime of your stuff. And I realize you got responsibilities, hey, that you can't spend all your time with me. Leave the work at 8 a.m. Oh girl, you set my plans to make you love again. Oh, come on, baby. Couldn't you just leave around 10? 'Cause I got a problem. Still need something. I'm sure I'm talking about 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. Yeah, baby. Just like chocolate milks all over ice cream. I wanna pour
Tell me what you got. Don't stop, I'm steady, non-stop. International, yeah, cheap cooker. Jiggy, jiggy. Baby, do you want me? Trust me, ain't you really fly like me? And deep down inside, you admire me. I've been digging you a long time. She a dime. Wishing you was a friend of mine. Yeah, God bless, nothing less, give you more. And all you gotta do is tell me what you're looking for. Right, right. That's right. Say what.
Change sugar, wala. Macho Mona Lisa, 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 Mona Lisa, I go sweep you off your feet. What up, she's a big small time for easy for this happy and you talk like hush for me. We walk in this step, please show them your face. Baby, hope you know you like to my day. Girl, you know you're all that I need. Give me your love, you can't run away. Every night, one bag of my name, one don't try. When my love can take you out, I'll never talk about you and I. Sugar, wala. Macho Mona Lisa, 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 Macho Mona Lisa.
Say what?
Shake it, I'm not tissue. She really wanted it. Put it down, New York. I'm a little skyscraper. Put it down, look it. Man on the baby. What about me looking?
I'm sitting in the little.
Yo,
sophisticated mama. Come on, you disco lady.
street, concentrating on trucking right. I heard a dark voice beside of me, and I looked round in a state of fright. I saw four faces, one man, a brother from the gutter. They looked me up and down a bit and turned to each other. I say, I know that reggae song. Oh no, I love that song. I love that reggae song. No, I love that song. Don't you walk through my words, got to show some respect. Don't you walk through my words, 'cause you ain't that. Down at my silver chain, you said I'll give you $1. I said you got to be joking, man. It was a present from my mother. You said I like it, I want it, I'll take it off your hands and you'll be sorry. You crossed me, you better understand that you're alone. I say, I know that reggae sound. No, no, I love it sound. I love that reggae sound. I love it sound. Don't you whack me style, don't you queen on me bitch, don't you walk through my words, 'cause you ain't right. I hurried back to the swimming pool, sipping pina colada. I heard a dark voice beside me say, would you like something hotter? She said, I got it, you want it, my harvest is the best and you can try it. You like it, and roller in your dreadlock holiday. I say, don't like Jamaica. Oh no, I love her. Hey, don't like Jamaica. Oh no, I love her.
your tickets. We have some spare tickets available that will give you a discount when you're about to check out. Please make sure you take one before you leave so you can enjoy some additional discount. Thank you so much. Discount for parking. Parking discount.
Yes, I